Hello, my friends. My name is Elisa, and I am 21 years old. I have two brothers, John and Donald. John is 2 years older than me, while Donald is 12 years old. We were raised in a poor family consisting of 3 children, a father, and a mother. My father was not a government employee. He worked as a daily laborer. Consequently, our lives were very difficult. Sometimes we did not have any food at home, and we had to attend parties to eat. Despite our poverty, we were very happy. John and I were very diligent in our studies and other activities. I was studying at the Faculty of Science and conducting difficult chemical experiments with my friends Angela and Isla. We were among the top-performing students at the university. As for my brother John, he was very interested in acting and directing. One day during dinner, we all noticed Donald's sadness. "Donald, what's wrong? Why do you look so sad?" "Dad, I don't like school. I don't want to go there anymore." My father asked him why he didn't want to study and become a successful person. "I want to study, but no one likes me at school. Everyone there bullies me because of my torn clothes and shoes, and I don't have any friends." "Don't worry, Donald. You'll go to school, and you won't listen to the bullies. I'll teach them a lesson tomorrow. You don't have to worry." "But Mom, why don't we have money to buy new clothes and shoes like the other students?" When my father heard what Donald said, he left the table and went to Donald's room. I followed him and asked him why he didn't finish his meal. "I'm full, Elisa. You go and finish your food." I told him not to be sad because of what Donald said. He is young and doesn't understand anything. I'm sure we will overcome this, and our situation will improve someday. My father promised us that this would happen soon. He told me to go and finish my food. "If you need something, call me and I will come quickly." I left my father's room, and after we finished eating, we each went to our own rooms. However, we were shocked when we heard my mother screaming a little while later. We quickly went to her and asked her why she was screaming. She said, "Your father has died, my children. My husband and life companion has died." "What, my father die?" We all broke down and started crying. We never expected this to happen. We buried him. And a few days later, John and I sat with our mother. "Mom, Elisa and I want to tell you something." She asked us if something had happened to either of us, and we said no. We just wanted to tell her that we wanted to leave college to save some money. She refused and reminded us that our father wanted us to finish our studies. So we would continue our studies no matter what, and she would find a way to provide for us. She told us to go to sleep, and in the morning someone knocked on the door. I opened it, and the person asked if they could meet Mrs. Marwa. "You mean my mom? Yes, come in." "Mom, someone wants to see you." They said they wanted to see all of us and called for my siblings to come as well. "Yes, of course, please sit down. I will call them right away." I called for my mother and siblings, and we all sat with the stranger. He introduced himself as Casper, the lawyer of Mr. Albert, and played a video that Mr. Albert had recorded for us before his death. In the video, our father was wearing a fancy suit and sitting in a large office. He told us that he was the son of the richest family in the country and had left everything behind to live with us. He also apologized for the poverty we had lived in and said that his lawyer, Albert, would transfer $50 million to our bank account. When that money ran out, he would add the same amount again. We were shocked by what we saw and heard. Was this really our father, or were we dreaming? When we didn't believe what was happening, the lawyer asked us to go to the bank and check the account ourselves. We went to the bank, and there was indeed $50 million in our bank account. Could this be real? At that moment, my mother was very saddened that she had married someone without knowing his true identity for all those years and about the poverty we had lived in, despite our father being rich. But we had told her to forget the past and focus on the present, which was brighter. We then took her to the biggest restaurant in the city and ordered the most expensive dishes. We now had a lot of money and could spend it as we pleased. We ate our food and then went to a clothing store, where we bought many new and luxurious clothes. Donald insisted on buying the most luxurious shoes in the country so that he wouldn't be bullied by other students anymore. Our lives gradually changed after we became wealthy. Stay away from my friends Angela and Ella, and I no longer cared about studying. I hung out with new and wealthy friends, spending the whole day partying and more. John spent all his money on his unsuccessful theater shows, unfortunately. My mother, on the other hand, was doing donation campaigns and helping the poor and needy. However, the person who was most hurt by what happened and felt extreme loneliness was Donald, because he ate alone and had no one to play or talk with. Days and months passed by in this way until all the money in our bank account ran out. Then the lawyer came to us again and showed us another video from our father. The content of this video was that our father's wealth had run out, and he would not add any more money to our account as he had informed us in the previous video. Then the lawyer left the house, leaving us shocked. How could our father do this to us? I need the money for my theater show. How will we live without money now? But we never had the money before, my children. It's not strange. But that was before we got used to this life of wealth. This happened because we wasted our father's wealth. We should not have wasted money like this. Our lives have changed a lot because of money, and we are no longer as happy as before. Yes, we were very poor, but we were happy. I have decided that we will go back to our old house today. Quickly collect your things from the mansion. Today's life of luxury is over. We gathered our belongings and returned to our small house and poor life again. At that time, all the people who were close to me moved away from me because of money, and I became lonely. I realized my mistake and learned that the happiness of money is temporary. I contacted Salma and Ayla and apologized to them for distancing myself from them, and we became friends again. Our lives returned to normal, and John, Donald, and I started focusing on our studies again. And after several days, our father's lawyer visited our house and said, "I have come to show you another video from your father. Listen to him carefully." Our father said in the video, "My dear children and beloved wife, I am sorry for what I made you live through in the past period, but I just wanted to teach you an important lesson in life, which is not to leave the people who supported you when you were weak, and to learn how to manage money correctly. And now, I want to tell you that the wealth has not run out. This was just a game from me to make you understand the lesson well, and now you can enjoy the wealth." The video ended, and the lawyer informed us that our bank account was now full of money. Then he left. We were in a state of shock, but we learned well from our father's lesson. We decided to live in our small house and not waste our money like we did before. I hope you enjoyed our story, and I hope you understand well that money is not everything. It does not create happiness, but happiness lies in simplicity.